Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make café de olla. What is café de olla? It is a pot of Mexican style coffee, okay? This is really popular in Mexican culture, so if you guys want to get in a little bit for your friends or for yourself, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this recipe. Also, make sure you watch fully if you want a little bit of the Nightcap drink that Cloud and I are going to be having. And Nightcap is an alcoholic beverage, so please drink responsibly while I show you guys how to prepare this delicious café de olla. And if you want to spike it for a little bit later, keep watching, okay? I'm gonna be discussing a few of my favorite Mexican coffees, and I'll do my best to find links for coffees and put in the description area if you click on the Amazon storefront, okay you guys? So let me go ahead and get started. What we want to do first is you want to bring your pot of choice to a boil. All of your measurements and ingredients that I personally use are going to be in your description area. If you guys don't know how to get to the description area, please ask us for help in the comments and we'll help you and guide you, okay? So you want to bring that to a boil. Once you brought it to a boil, you're going to add your piloncillo. And if you see, I added only half of my piloncillo. Let me show you the big size real quick. That's the big size of piloncillo. So all I'm doing is I'm adding half of it. The reason I'm going to add half is because the coffee that I'm using actually has a little bit of sugar in it. And if you're gonna make café de olla, that's what's so distinctive about our coffee in Mexico. You guys, if you've ever been to Mexico to your tia's house, you know it smells really good. This is why. Once you've added your piloncillo, you wanna add a good Mexican cinnamon stick, okay? If you're gonna make this with powdered cinnamon, you're not gonna get the flavor for café de olla. If you're wondering why it doesn't come out in your house, that's why. These are the two key ingredients to make this coffee.
Panocha y canela.
Hey, take it easy, Cloud. So you want to add your piloncillo. If you don't have piloncillo, I'm going to leave some suggestions for you in the description area so that you can enjoy this with us. Because I know some of you guys, it's accessible for us here out in the west coast of the States to find these kind of products. But I know some of you are overseas. I know some of you can't get your hands on it. And I also wanted to clarify with you guys that the Amazon store is not just to take from you guys. I appreciate whatever I do make from there because my sister and I do work really hard for you guys here on the channel. And that's accessible for you guys when you're out there searching, how do I get a tortilla press? For example, one of our comments yesterday, we did get, I can get one for $7 at my store. That's awesome, but some of our friends don't have access to get it for $7. So that's the reason why I feel comfortable now incorporating those things in our storefront on Amazon. So if you guys are interested, the link's in the description of this video as well. So back to the recipe. Now that I've said that, we're gonna let this boil for about 5 minutes. It's gonna get really hot, and what we're looking for is to dilute the piloncillo, okay? So we're just gonna be waiting on that, and I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, so this is something that was requested from you guys, specifically for Melissa Pando, okay? This was her request that we read. We pick one of the comments from our previous video and we'll read it for the next one to see who's excited to be called out on here. Shout out. Hey girl, hey!
Called out or a shout out?
Well, called out and shout out. Okay, you guys know my words are everywhere, but you guys get me. Quit playing, Cloud. Okay, so it says, Claudia, you have done an amazing job with the thumbnails and video quality. You should be nominated for producer and director of the year.
What?
I love our Mexican culture and our lovely skin. My husband thinks we have the most dulcet tones of all women. This recipe brings me back to my childhood and watching my mother at the stove making it. Food is a great connector of memories and emotional journeys, as well as a binder of culture. I would love to see you do nightcaps. Yes, girl. And I really hope you're going to do Vlogmas this year with holiday recipes. Please, oh please do holiday recipes. Lots of love from San Antonio, and consider doing a comment of the day on your videos. It keeps the viewers watching to see if they get their comment read. Love you both.
San Antonio in the house.
Hey, San Antonio. And this was...
Thank you for your kind words.
Yeah, you know what? I want to say thank you guys so much for loving my sister as much as I do. I definitely enjoy being in the kitchen with her, and it's always been like that. So I want to thank you guys so much for allowing both of us in your home and our shenanigans, because a lot of people watch the recipes. We get those people that complain, but then you guys are like, nah, just keep the banter, because we really do. We bicker in a soft way and we just clown on each other all day. That's how it is. I mean, we're family. We've known each other for years. So I want to thank you guys so much for loving my sister as much as I do, and acknowledging that She really jumped on board with helping me out with the camera angles, and I think she's doing great. You're doing great, sis.
Thank you, sis.
I love it.
Are you gonna do Vlogmas?
We are gonna be doing Vlogmas, and we're gonna call it...
No, we're not gonna call it yet, but we do have some special surprises.
She doesn't want to tell you. She doesn't want to tell you guys. So we have been discussing the things on our channel, and my sister and I are doing this channel together. She just doesn't want to come out in that thumbnail.
What? Because I'm behind here.
She likes being behind the camera. If you guys want to see her, you have to join us on the Views Club. I'll have Cloud. Do you want to post the password for our Instagram down here?
Yeah, I'll post it on here.
Okay, so we're going to post it in the comment section. It's not going to be pinned. You guys have to look for it. It's going to have a hashtag on it, and that's your password to get on Instagram, because we are going to be doing a giveaway for one of these coffees that I'm going to show you guys here shortly, okay? So back to our café de olla before, you know, it goes down south. Ya regresamos, amigo. Ahorita estamos haciendo el café de hoy. I'm just kidding. You guys, we're back, okay? Everything, the piloncillo has melted, and what you want to do at this point, you want to taste this little delicious broth that we have going on. The reason you want to taste it is because you don't want it too sweet, okay? Well, if you really like sugar, go for it, but for me, it has to be just the right amounts, and that's why I started with half the piloncillo. So at this point, when you taste it and you want it a little bit sweeter, this is a time to add the other half of piloncillo or just portion it out. For my liking, I'm gonna keep boiling this here for about 2 more minutes or so, because I really like the cinnamon taste in it. And if you keep it about 5 minutes, you're not gonna get that potent cinnamon taste. So you can't go wrong with boiling this for about 10-15 minutes. So it's gonna be up to you how long you wanna boil it, because the flavor here after the 5-6 minutes, it's really, really good. A ver, mija.
If the camera's shaking, you know what the deal is.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and boil this for, I think I'm gonna go 4 more minutes. I really want a little bit more of a cinnamon taste today. So I'll see you guys in about 4 minutes. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 4 minutes. I'm gonna turn my pot off, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna let this cool about 5 to 8 minutes. It's gonna be up to you, and I want you to pay attention to what I'm gonna say to you right now. This broth right here, piloncillo, is a sugar cane juice, right? That's how it's made. That's how it's evaporated cane juice. So this broth right here is really, really hot. When you're making your café de olla, traditionally you want to use one of the clay pots, and you definitely want to use a wooden spoon. You don't want to use metal, but guess what? You got to make it comfortable for your home. So there's traditional ways of doing it. I'm just making a comment about it, but in your home, I want you to make it comfortable. So we're gonna let this cool for about 5 to 8 minutes, because if we add my coffee blend right now, what's gonna happen, have you ever had like about $5 and you go to Starbucks and you're gonna like, oh, I saved up for this coffee, and you get your coffee and you drive away and it tastes burnt, and you're like, my money just went down the drain, I'm gonna be late for work, I can't even return my coffee? Well, that's what we're trying to avoid here. I don't want you guys to ruin your coffee by putting this in here and burning it at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna let this just cool a little bit, because it's still boiling in here. And you guys know, if you've ever touched warmed sugar like we did for the flan, like, you know that hurts. So just let this cool just a little bit before we add our coffee grinds, okay? I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, it's been 6 minutes for me on my end. It's cooled down a lot. When you use these pots, you're gonna see that you can actually, when you turn it off, you can hear your pot talking back to you. It's talking back, it's ready.
Put them in a big timeout.
Yeah, like if you guys can see a little bit of it, you get a few of the little bubbles, but it's already cooled down enough for me to add my coffee. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add my coffee grounds. One of the things I'm gonna tell you guys, and I'm gonna show you guys the coffee that I'm using when we get back to the island, but one of the things I wanna say to you guys is that you can make this with your blend of coffee, okay? So as I was saying, whatever coffee that you guys have, you can use it. You can make this with instant coffee if you want to. You just have to portion it out how you want. But for me, I don't have that exact measurement for you, because I don't know how strong you like your coffee. So this works for me. It's a really good recipe to share with your family. You know how when you're late night kicking it outside with your family, this would be a good one. And especially with this little nightcap I'm about to show you, you can really bring it and stay up and party with your family. Okay, friends, I'm gonna take it slow, because this is a, I don't wanna put my metal ladle in here. I'm being really picky because I'm really trying to impress you guys, and I'm also, you know, when my sister asks me for things, I can't half peach it, you know?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Always bring the best and love for your family. Especially something so simple like this. You don't need a lot of ingredients. You just need to make it with love.
Oh my gosh, your house smells so good.
Yeah, it does. It's like holidays, especially like during winter time. If you get up in the morning and you make it like this, all of a sudden people are gonna wake up in a happier mood. They really are.
Our mom used to keep this warm in the house throughout the day to it was like potpourri. Our house always smelled really good with like cinnamon and coffee.
Yeah.
She had her back in the day plugins. Put on the stovetop.
You're so mean, my poor mother, Cloud.
Our mom was doing Bed Bath & Beyond before it was even out.
Estilo mexicano, mija. You know, the smell is kind of, if you guys like the way I gave you the recipe for the capirotada and you've made it, this is a smell coming through. Obviously, we don't have smell-o-vision, but I would love to share with you guys that experience. If you guys are, you know that you guys are having a difficult time finding my recipes if you're on your phone. So whenever you guys need a recipe and you can't find it, please let us know in the comments. If we see questions or things like that, because I sometimes skim through them really quickly. I can't answer all of them, but we really do try to get to your questions, unless you have, you know what, there is no such thing as dumb questions, but there is like Captain Obvious questions, and those are the ones I just ignore. So let me go ahead and meet you in the island so we can get to our next step and get this nightcap going. All right, friends, that's how you make the café de olla. You want to enjoy it, put it in your coffee cup. You can keep it there throughout your day, because even if you warm it up slightly over your stovetop, once you've strained it, it's just going to be perfect. You can even make your iced coffee, put it in the refrigerator, and just pour it for yourself. Cheap, affordable, and easy. Yes, bueno, bonito y barato. All right, so you guys requested for that nightcap. Let's get this started. I'm going to need some heavy whipping cream for this. I'm gonna spike this extra hard today, I'll tell you that. Okay, so to your cup of whipping cream, you're gonna add your sugar. I'm gonna be using brown sugar today because I wanna keep all these like little caramel flavors in this particular drink. We're gonna add our vanilla. And you guys already know what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna blend.
We're gonna beat it, beat it. You know what? Shout out to you guys yesterday for being Matt Pinfield. You guys guessed the song from yesterday. I couldn't remember what it was. I think you guys said it was MB Rider. So yeah, you guys wanted to get lost in love. So let me go ahead and get started. We're gonna start whipping this, and it's gonna go really fast for us. So you ready? Let's go. I start slow, medium, and then I blast it. We are ready. You guys didn't need that much whipped cream. Honestly, if you guys are doing this at home, don't use a glass bowl. I'm just very brave like that with you guys because I want you guys to get the full effect. But at home, try to use like your metal bowl, something different, because the glass one, you guys already know you can crack this. But me being rebellious, it really like puts me on the edge.
Well, thank you for putting me on the edge too.
Cloud already got a tasting of this and she knows, she's happy. I can't ever make whipped cream and not save her little spoon.
It's delicious.
Okay, so now that we've done that, if you guys are gonna be using a Ziploc bag to do this, just cut the corner or just pile it on top, okay? But I know you guys are always trying to impress your family like I am, so yeah, I got one of these on the sales thing at Target a while back. Still going strong. Okay. Sometimes I pipe really good, sometimes I really don't care. And today I'm not certain how I feel, so you guys will just have to
Come in and put it over a cup. I usually see you doing that.
Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Depends on your mood?
Yeah, it depends on my mood, but all my bakers, don't get upset at me. You guys know I have a lot on my plate. I'm a jack of all trades, good at some of them. All right, so, ooh.
No te pases.
Hey, sí me voy a pasar ahora. Today is the day, girl. So, one of the things that I want to share with you guys when we're doing a nightcap is, like with our kids, we love using mason jars for our nightcaps here in my house. The reason is because you can put the lid on top, and when you put the lid on top, you already know which one has alcohol, and your kids do not go near it. If you live in a Mexican household or grew up with one, you know your tios would send you to beer. They would have you taste it. Not a good idea. But what I'm gonna tell you guys is that way nobody gets confused with the cups after you've had a few drinks and you don't know what's going on with your life. You see that they're good, guys? Oh my god, this coffee. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. This coffee smells so good. This is such a good coffee to have for like Christmas and
or every day, like me.
Yeah, but that smell's making me like melancholic about the holiday season, girl.
Now you guys know why I'm always charged up. With like, how many cups is that? 5?
This is about 6 or so cups.
No, the one that you're pouring.
Oh, this one's like 2 cups. But sometimes Cloud leaves this one to the weekend because she hasn't been having that much because she's really good on her sugars right now. But this is a special treat for us. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna put some whipped cream in here, I'm gonna add a few cubes of ice just to cool it down just a bit for us so it doesn't completely melt. Because even if it does melt, that creaminess in there is gonna be like your leche, okay?
Got it.
So let me get some hielo.
Whoa, yo ando borracha.
Yeah? Okay. Let me see, I think I might have poured a little too much because I got excited.
That, or you really want me to have fun during our Netflix marathon?
Yes, we watched the other day, my sister has me watching a lot of Netflix. I haven't been watching too much YouTube, but I did recently come up with, met a new friend. She's part of our Views Club and we love her, Nikki the homemaker. Shout out to you, girl, we love you. Thank you for entertaining me last night and hanging out. It was like a virtual hangout, I loved it. But we watched, what was it called? The
Accountant of Auschwitz?
The Accountant of Auschwitz. I'll put the little link right there for you guys to see. Oh my goodness, what an eye-opener, because there's things that we know about, but once you put it in plain sight, it's like, oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I was a little melancholic about that too. But I love watching things where I can learn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Funny, romantic, and things that I can learn from.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the Grizzly probably doesn't want to hear this, but Neil deGrasse, my sister and I fight for you all the time.
That's right. That's our man.
That is our man. Before I get started with this nightcap for you, I want you guys to know you must be 21 and older to drink. There's a reason for that. If you guys are underage drinking, I really suggest that you guys stop and analyze why you're doing and handle those issues before you start drinking, because drinks are made to enjoy your time with your family, friends, or sometimes just to relax. But wait till you're 21. You're still developing, you're still getting healthy, and you're still learning a lot. You don't want alcohol to block that. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean that you have to, you know?
Unless you're in Europe or Latin America, you can.
That's different.
The age restrictions are different.
Yeah, there's a big component with alcohol. It's not definitely something you should do all the time. I know, I'm guilty. I used to drink a lot when I was younger, but the bartender and me will cut you off. Okay? I'm still a licensed bartender. So, you guys didn't know, now you know. So what I'm saying to you guys is please drink responsibly. Even parents, adults, do not ever drink and drive. I have been a victim of a person, not a victim, but I've been, I know somebody that was really close to us that passed away from a drunk driver hitting them. So I suggest you guys don't ever drink and drive. There's Ubers, there's Lyft, there's friends, there's family.
Your tia, your abuela, your
you
sister.
can call your abuelita. At 4:30 in the morning, come pick me up because I can't drive, and guess what she's gonna say? Okay, mijo, ahí voy. Mija.
Yeah, Grandma picked us up at the Olive Garden once when we had a little too much fun.
Yeah, she did. So on that note, please drink responsibly. And let me show you, well, I'm gonna tell you guys, my bartender name was Lola. Didn't give people my real name because I had a lot of frisky guys there trying to talk to me. So if you guys want to learn how to make a Lola, I have one of those too. But let me go ahead and get started on this little nightcap. So what you guys want to do is you want to do about, you can do 1 ounce. If you don't like to drink alcohol, you just want something small, you can get away with 1 ounce. But if you really want like a loaded one, like they do at the bars for you, you're gonna want about 2 to 3 ounces. For me, my go-to combination is gonna be 3 ounces, okay? And if you guys want me to show you how to pour the 3 ounces without having to measure, let me know in the comments and I'll show you that on the next one. I definitely wasn't like a craft specialist with this, but at home I became that, okay? So at the bars, I worked at a dive bar, but my desire to make really delicious drinks from having people just put way too much alcohol, losing the flavor, losing the love and the passion, yeah, I perfected a lot of my recipes. So once you've added your Kahlua or your coffee liqueur of choice, make sure that you pour it in here and mix it well, okay? Now, if you guys want me to flare tan, nah. I am not a circus act, guys. I am not.
That's it. But not only a circus act, that's an actual craft.
It really is. I did try, like outside the bar, like with our old bottles, and I was just a hot mess. It's not that I don't have coordination. It's just there wasn't a passion to flare. I wanted the drinks. Here's what you're gonna find. Hi! Here's what you're gonna find when you use Kahlua and coffee, okay? When you use Kahlua and coffee, watch out because you're gonna wanna pour more because you can't taste it. You really can't taste it. So you have to be very, very careful. Okay?
Okay.
A ver.
Okay, mamá, nos vamos a portar bien.
You know, if you guys are trying to call me on my IG to pick you up, how am I gonna pick you up from the desert all the way to your tropical areas, okay? If you guys have green around you, that means it's tropical to me. All right, let's, oh!
Darn, it didn't land on my face.
No, it didn't.
Ooh, it's like a cupcake. Nice.
No, this is a horrible rendition of a cupcake, a ver. Si te vas a portar mal, te vas a portar muy mal aquí.
That's right.
Like I said, my piping isn't on key today. Is that good enough for you, girl?
That's perfect.
All right.
I like cinnamon on mine.
Okay. Ya sabía.
Me siento en confianza, por
¿Te
eso.
sientes en confianza, mija? A ver.
I feel like that brown sugar really gives that cream, like that Mexican look. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And this is the only time you need your powder cinnamon for this particular drink, okay? And then I'm gonna do a little bit of shaved piloncillo on the top for you, honey.
Yes. Oh boy.
Un poquito nomás. I mean, quieren cócteles, aquí están. And this is a fun part because if you're with your family in the kitchen and you guys are making drinks, they're like, oh my gosh, you get them all working, they're salivating. Oh, I want to try it. Okay, that's what we're doing. Now let me go ahead and clear this up so I can get you guys those bomb thumbnails that you guys have been asking for. No, I don't try to trick you. I just try to engage you guys in the food that we have going on, okay? So, así les voy a hacer. Hey, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness. You guys, this is gonna end up really well. So if I upload a little bit late tomorrow, you guys already know what happened, okay? It's usually 4:30, but if it ends up a little bit later, ya saben ustedes qué pasó. So before I let you go, I want to discuss a few of the coffees that my mom brings me from Mexico that I really, really love. And it is Café Combate, okay? You want to be careful with these in the Piloncillo combinations because these are ground and roasted, okay, to perfection. I gotta say that. And they use some sugar with it when they're grinding the coffee into the little beautiful shiny ground. So when you open one of these, you're gonna see that they're a lot shinier. I really love this brand, Café Combate. This one right here is the one I used today, and this is my absolute favorite. I think during the holidays, I sent it to a few people, but let me show you.
Oh, good idea.
Let me see if you can see a little bit of the roast.
Yes, you can.
Oh, it smells so, so good. I really like this one. And then we have this one right here. Can you hand me that one, Mama?
Which one?
This one right here.
Okay.
This is another brand that I really like, the Marino brand coffee. And one of the things that when you guys make this, you're gonna make it comfortable for your home. If you have Folgers, use Folgers. If you have Maxwell, use Maxwell. Whatever you have, if you got a special blend, blah, blah, blah. If you got a special blend from Starbucks, use that. If you get the instant coffee, you can use that too. It's all about making it what you have in your house, okay? There is no perfect way, but I think this one's pretty right on. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys, I want to know what you guys thought about this drink. And I think that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Okay friends, now that I showed you how to make a nice delicious cocktail, I would love to invite you to join me on the Views Club. We do have a lot of shenanigans going on there, but my transformations are definitely worthy of watching when you've had a few cocktails and the kids have gone to bed. So I'm going to put a little clip towards the end. Make sure that the babies aren't watching. If you got the little ones, you know what I mean. So if you guys are interested in joining the Views Club, I'm going to put the link in the description here at the end. Just click on there. Come join us. Hello, I am Michelle Michelada. I refill Michelada. Ya me están cansando estos clientes. They call me in for work and nobody like Michelada. Nobody want to drink Michelada. Nobody want nothing Michelada. I'll just wait here until Carlos, the server, comes and picks me up. Maybe they don't like fancy Michelada. They like a destitute Michelada. These happy hour customers, they forget that appreciation of what it takes to come into a Michelada. First, you have to be cold, and then you have to be really hot. And after you're really hot, you have to be refreshing. How are you, spicy and hot, refreshing? Holy shit, that's Robert. Today is the day for those chicken. Every chicken in my coop will be laying an egg.